All right, another game analysis. This one's going to be with 7.27C. It's going to be part of Luna. This is looking to be a stack here. Mind you, this game is more than an hour long. So after the first laning phase of the first 15 minutes, I'm going to probably just 2x it because I've got other games to go to. And obviously, you know what I mean? Like, I might not have a voice by the end of it today. So we're going to look at her vision for the first 15 or probably about first 5-10 minutes, see what she's doing. She's looking to be the carry here. In terms of lineup, it looks to be
30 seconds.
I see Titan in the middle. I hope to God it's not a Titan mid, is it? It should be a Morphling mid. It should probably be an Enigma off lane and a Titan 4. But, you know, new meta. To be honest, I don't know what MMR this is, so we'll see what's going on here. But Luna looks to be AFK, already with bad camera work because she should be scrolling down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, all right. So she's back. She kicks a soccer goal. She gets the goal. So, oh, and she steals it. That was actually a nice Earth Spike too. Okay, one thing to note is that you probably don't want to be skilling Lunar Blessing first, right away, right? Because in the event that you need the Lucent Beam, you know, for the stun, maybe you're running away, maybe you're trying to save your line or whatever it is, you have the potential, right? I understand that in laning it does affect you and it's not as good, but there's no reason to skill this Lunar Blessing right away, okay? So you can probably await it a little bit on that sense. You threw out the first glaive, kind of positioning yourself out. I don't like it how you just threw that right click willy-nilly. Don't push the lane further than it needs to be. Like, there's no reason in just trying to push it. Like, oh, and you missed the last hit. Okay. Alright. That seems like a simple lane mechanic thing. But it's underrated. Because you think that, oh, I'll just kill it so that it's easier for me to kill. But the thing is that when the enemy creeps are slowly dying, they're slowly whittling your creeps down. Okay? What you're doing right now is seeing as you're killing their team, you have more guys. Okay, let's just say it's 5-on-5. Okay, 5 creeps. You've killed one of their creeps, so it's 5-on-4. Right? So you have more creeps. This means that you will do more damage and you will kill these 4 faster. Meaning that your lane will push. If your lane pushes and it gets down to their tower, where they want it, it's safer for them. Because anybody who tries to gank you... Hang on, let me just do free cam right here, right? Like, the lane is in a pretty decent spot here, which is perfect for you. Because if people are starting to run at you, what do? You just run back here, and you're within tower range. Right? And then you're protected, so to speak. Right? But now that you have more creeps here... Oh, no, it's the Radiant side. Okay, so they're pushing. So they've done a good job, I guess, in that sense. But now it's under tower here, and it's going to push back. Okay? Oh, just really bad micromanagement of that career. But one thing is that you've gone 100% on... You haven't used any mana, which is a travesty, because of the fact that you want to constantly be regenning your health and your mana in lane. So just throw out a willy-nilly Lucent Beam. Last hit off of it. Just use it. Because right now, you're not gaining anything. Okay, you have to think of it as, yes, you're managing your mana well, but forcing that Lucent Beam does damage to him, and then you'll have more mana regen, and then the cooldown will be up the next time you want to use it. Okay? So, use your spells more. Especially aggressively. Hang on, let me go back to your perspective. I see that you bought a salve, but there's no reason to buy the salve. You're pretty much at full. Why would you buy the salve, right? Right now, what you need are more, like, you need more Wraith Bands, you need more, you want boots. Okay, so you're going to go treads faster. I'm not a huge fan of the cores in lane getting boots, right? Especially this early, because I feel like if you have, you know what I mean, if you got the Gloves of Haste or the Strength, you would do more damage, and it helps you last hit, right? And then you're tankier, you can do more damage. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it snowballs. At the end of the day, you want to do more damage to them. And right now, you're not harassing the enemy at all. This is like some weird diplomacy that you two have going on, in the sense that you guys don't want to hit each other because you guys are both, like, just happily farming. You missed a last hit there. I like the fact... Okay. that your lion is so far back that he's not sapping any of your XP. Good. Okay, so now you call your courier, but it's got the salve on it. Again, I disagree with that. And I also disagree with the boots. I don't think... Like, she has really fast movement speed already. 325 without boots. Hang on, I gotta do free cam, right? Because she's on that, like, pony. 340, but it has it with movement speed, okay? Veno, on the other hand, 280, right? So if these two were to go on you, yeah, the Night Stalker can kind of get on you, but he doesn't really have the damage to threaten you, so to speak. And you're now all the way back here. Yo, UPS delivers to your door. You don't need to go to UPS's headquarters to pick up your stuff, right? Now you've wasted time, you've wasted XP, you're not even pulling, and the fact that it's going to be 5 minutes now, and the runes are going to pop, and this guy turns into Batman. So there's a lot of bad things at stake right now. A lot of things that could potentially go bad, right? You got to farm the wards whenever they come down. 5 minutes, your lion needs to start getting into position. He needs to start getting the rune. I thought he was going to do that, but instead he did not. It looks like nobody wants the rune. And by the way, it is an Elder Titan mid. Alright. Got Gloves of Haste. I'm wondering if, like, I don't really like Moonglaves early. I would prefer, like, more Lucent Beams and Lunar Blessing. Because of the fact that the glaives bounce off and it further pushes in the lane. Right? By the way, this line is doing a terrible job. He should have pulled this wave. He completely missed it. And now he's just going to cry in a corner? Oh, no. Alright. Okay. Almost like it. I'm pretty sure he's going to stack or look to pull now. But he's actually a wave slow. Alright. You got glaive bouncing around. Again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Like, if he doesn't have a stick, it's more reason to spam out the Lucent Beams. If he has a stick, I get it. If there's more than, you know what I mean, like there's two guys and you might need to save it, fine, I get it. But the cooldown is so fast, and now you're be like, oh shit, this spell is actually pretty good. Now you kind of realize that, right? But I think that Lunar Blessing would have been better for you. Again, I don't like glaives. Alright, so 6 minutes, you're continuing to push on through. Sorry, I need to be on your camera. See, you bought a salve, but you didn't use it, right? There was really no point, because you were never really taking any damage. This 90 gold or whatever would have gotten you faster treads, and then probably into a Morbid Mask. Another thing to note is that maybe you should have gone Brown Boots into Morbid Mask. I think what is it? The Gloves of Haste and the other item is equivalent to the Morbid Mask. And once you get Morbid Mask, that's kind of like another power spike for her. I feel like Luna, like, 'cause she does so much damage, right? Hang on, sorry, I just alt-tabbed for some reason. Okay, but here's your Luna. Did you get... I don't think you got that last hit. Alright, you gotta practice that. Make sure you get it under tower. Yes, it's different in 7.27. But there should be no excuses. You're the core, you're the carry, right? You're level 6, and any time that this Batman dude wants to go on you, assuming you don't get silenced... I hope you don't burn your Eclipse now, but yeah. He's super fast, but... Look at this guy. Oh, he's got phase too. Okay, okay. Some more spamming, awesome. And if you're the Night Stalker in this situation, you probably wanted to get a stick. Oh, you're gonna get gone on? Eclipse? Eclipse? Oh, you don't have the mana for it now. Okay, but now your salve is paying off. Look at, you were like 2 steps ahead, but honestly, you had the tangos. You should have been fine. Actually, you might have been able to kill him if you just went Eclipse instead. I'm not going to rewind it, because this game is long enough, but... alright. Okay, when this lane is pushing like this... Okay, your line is pushing. What I would do now is that it's 8 minutes, and it's kind of dangerous to just kind of stick with this Night Stalker, because he might jump on you, right? So now it's kind of okay to push the lane, and then to just jump back into the jungle. Kind of give yourself some space from this this Night Stalker, who could potentially kill you at level 6. He doesn't have the ult or anything, and he does struggle from mana. Okay. Yeah, you gotta watch when you hit the enemy and try to deny stuff, because sometimes, you know, you're making it easier for him to deny or to get last hits. But yeah, if you push the lane now, I'm okay with this, because this lane will push further in, and then your line can make, you know, the pull through.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. You're getting gone on. Yeah, he's been able to out tank you, so to speak. You got more mask. You got more mask money. Yeah, to be honest, I think Morbid Mask would have been better for you earlier instead of the treads. I think Brown Boots Morbid Mask works because of the fact that the heal, I mean, you got the movement speed that you need, and the treads at the end of the day, you don't really need the boost, so to speak. And the Morbid Mask, the heal is actually would have sustained your, laning a lot better. Obviously, doing more damage and the fact that you're healing off of it would help you. So 9 minutes and 30 seconds. This is the time where Batman needs to be afraid. If it goes day, you've got a pretty big power spike, right? Because he becomes a melee creep. Alright, good use of the jungle. Hopefully you get all the last hits. You gotta be careful not to... I think you're okay to farm this. Another thing is that I'm not a huge fan of level 4 Lucent Beam, especially early. Like, I feel like you need Lunar Blessing and Moonglaves higher at this point. And the way I'm going to... The reason why is because, look at damage, right? Level 1 to level 2, it goes from 75 to 150. Stun stays the same, okay? So it does double the damage. That's a value, right? But after that, it goes from 150 to 225, right? I don't have my Abacus, but it's definitely not double, right? So the value decreases as you get higher, okay? So this is why I'm okay with a level 2 Lucent Beam. And then having those other 2 points, maybe, probably, I think Lunar Blessing is very good. Because all you're doing right now is your hero is basing itself based off of base stats. Okay? I mean, you've even got treads where pretty much your damage comes from your base stats, right? And another thing is that you don't want to stick around. Yeah, you think you're low or whatever. You might need to sell, but you literally can just kill these creeps. You just heal off of that, right? Like, you do enough damage. And if you're going to buy treads, I suggest you learn how to tread swap. I think it'll go a long way in terms of what you wanted, or it'll improve your play. Because it'll make you, when you can swap into Agi, right now you need to be strength. But why did you go intel, right? If you're right about to cast a spell, then it's worth going treads, or intel. But you need to learn how to swap, okay? Put this on a hotkey, and then put it on Agi when you're fighting, and then when you're, like, kind of vulnerable, you want to be in strength, even when you're pushing the lane, because the strength is obviously a huge... There's no way you kill this guy. Okay, he doesn't have finger. Oh, now you gotta save him. Lucent Beam, Lucent Beam. All right, so this is when you would swap into Intel, Lucent Beam, swap back into Agi when you're gonna man fight. Okay, this is the whole purpose of power treads is to tread swap. Okay, obviously you can get different, if you don't know what tread swapping is, I suggest you YouTube it. I don't want to explain it here, but understand that, like, at a high level, right before I'm about to cast a spell, I would swap into Intel. When I'm about to fight, I would probably go into Strength or Agi, depending on what sort of if they outnumber me, I probably want Strength. If I want to just burst this guy, I want to go Agi because I'm an Agi hero, right? So understanding how treads work is super important for you. That's the only reason you get it. Because if not, there's really no... If you're not going to swap it, to be honest, I think that phase boots might be better for you. Right? You hit it, you just run at the guy, you just go faster, you just do more damage. You don't need to worry about it. Right? It takes less brain work. But the thing is that the reason why you go treads is that it's versatile and it can change based on the situation that you need. So you're not getting maximum value out of the treads, so to speak. I hope this makes sense. Please YouTube it. Somebody, I'm sure, has a good one. Nice black hole into the SF here. Nice finger securing that. Very nice rotation. And that's the blink reveal. Mind you, this guy is like literally the slowest hero on the map with 290 movement speed, no base, no brown boots. Your morph has not had the easiest of games, and I'm not, I don't want to go into this. I think morphling offlane is a bad hero, but I'm just judging people at this point. So, all right, let's speed things up. Again, we got an hour to kill. I think that we kind of see what you've done, right? One thing to note... Okay, good. I was going to say, I haven't seen the Eclipse. You even high-five each other. That was actually really nice. Shakespeare, spelled with, 3s. I think that's the actual spelling of Shakespeare. But, why would you run away? Why would you run away? Okay, it's day. Hang on. So this is another mistake that players make, right? You've secured the fact that your Night Stalker was just killed. It turned into day, so you know Batman is weak, right? But what did you do? When you had that creep wave, you could have killed this creep wave, and those creeps would have been doing tower damage. You gave up that space, and you went into this jungle. This is a bad move, and it will hurt you long term. So now you're doing it, and actually, with guys that are starting to res up and everything, and starting to make rotations, now it gets scary. You had an extra 5 or so seconds that you could have gotten more chip damage. Pushing towers, super important. Got to stay objective focused, okay? And plus, you've got Mask of Madness. You've been farming well. Hang on, let's look at net worth. I think this is the biggest teller. Okay, you're top on your team. And now it's Batman time, right? This is the scary part. Do you TP on this? Do you TP? Oh, you don't have Eclipse, do you? You don't have Eclipse, but you probably should have TP'd here. You probably should have TP'd. This Night Stalker is way too deep. You could have secured this kill. Oh, okay. Like this is the time when I talked about in the last game as well, is that you need to, as a core, you need to understand when to balance farming versus getting kills. This guy was all in between the T1 and the T2. Okay? He walked into that bear trap. He was not getting out. You would 100% guaranteed yourself that kill. Right? That's the time you need a TP. Right? Because that kill, and then if you got that kill, all 5 of your heroes were mid, your team. So that could have been an easy T1 mid. So that simple decision that you made would have helped you long term because you're helping your team and you're all grouped already. Okay? Titan is gone on here. Oh, that Earth Spike split the defenders. Actually missed everyone. Stomp. Oh, he did have Earth Splitter if he wanted to go. Oh, by the way, that Immortal is pretty sick. Okay. The SF here got the Yules on up. Did it again? The Rays? Yeah, that fear does some work. You gotta respect this SF now. Uh-oh. Batman. He's in his Batmobile. Beep, beep. Okay. Night Stalker, great itemization. This vessel, super important, is dealing with this Morphling who's completely out of position. He will suffer for this. Hang on. Oh, you don't have the stun now. Okay, so he fucked up. And Shadow Fiend just heals himself up. Okay. So you're farming. I hope you swap these two. You need the damage. It will really help. You put it in the... What? Why would you use Faded Brooch? Mate, you're core. You need damage. Oh, good God. Not like this. Not like this. Luna, know your place. You're not a support. This movement speed is shit. Look, you're already 4-2... Hang on. 4-2-1. You're 401 without the Faded Brooch. Right? That 24 damage is sick. It's really good for you, especially at this timing. You know what I mean? All you want to do is just straight up damage. That Juggernaut is hiding like a scary old man. Oh, wait, hang on. Why am I not 2xing this? Right? It's more than an hour. Omni, perfect. Let the creeps do it. Now Eclipse. What? Oh, okay. All right. Actually, he did a spin. So it's a good... Oh, now you get him. You got him. No, you're like, oh. Okay. All right. Okay. I said Eclipse, but it was actually a good call that you did not use your Eclipse, because you wouldn't have killed him because of the spin. But you are a little low. Okay. I don't know if you saw the TP. I mean, sorry, saw the rotation, but that was a really nice game sense move in the sense of you got out of there. Please give that up. Oh my God, I can't believe you Faded Brooch, man. You're killing me, bro. Killing me. Okay, that's better. Cool. Actually, that helps. Okay, so you got the fortuitous Grove Bow. Action is going mid. The Lion just left for dead. And that's good. That's going to be all she wrote. And good, you're pushing. Perfect use of space. I have no issues with this because you know that your heroes are dead and you're going to get in. Now, when you see that this is coming on and they've got 3 and they're diving way too deep, actually, I would continue to push until they're completely off the map. Like this Venom backed up, the Night Stalker as well. Now is the time to TP. You probably could have pushed this lane, and then these creeps would have done a little bit of tower damage. To just get yourself back in the game. The Philosopher's Stone, hopefully you give it to Harry Potter. But yeah, you need to pass that off, which you do. Good. Okay, so your farming efficiency better mid-game as opposed to early game. Your early game, I think that you need to be a little bit more active, bouncing between the lanes and the different creeps. Getting your team, your lion, because this is a stack, they need to be stacking for you. That's like a pretty big... Oh, black hole, go, Lunar. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright. To be honest, if I was playing Luna, I would have totally panicked and just used my Eclipse there. Because I want to secure that kill, but mind you, SF is trying to make plays. If he went BKB instead of Yules, it would have been a lot safer. Instead of, oh my god, he has BOT as well, so he's kind of fat. But the thing is that, okay, as a core, you need to ensure that you go offensive item / defensive item in that order. You alternate between the two. Why aren't you Eclipsing, man? Why aren't you Eclipsing? Man fight. Oh, and you TP on out. Okay. All right. I think that was a little bit of a lost opportunity. Mind you, your lion is kind of getting out of position. He's kind of dying too easily. He definitely needs to stick around because you need him and all of the cooldowns that he has to just kind of control the battlefield. So your lion needs to work on positioning. I think that's a pretty big issue that I'm seeing. Like, he doesn't need to be first into the battle. He needs to be the last. Like, think of himself as like a medic. Like, you don't see the medic in the front lines, right? Because if he dies, it's like, oh, who's going to help him, right? Like, you're the medic, man. Dude, stay in the back, right? So, again, putting perspective in, you're the support, you're very squishy. As the medic, you need to be in the back. You need to be in the hospital. You need to be with the nurses, you know, macking on them or whatever you're doing. But you cannot be up front. Hope that makes sense. All right, so this is a time when 25 minutes, when Luna starts to get... Okay, once you get BKB, that's a pretty massive power spike for you, right? The SF is going to struggle to fight with you. Okay. A Yules for what? Okay. Woo! Woo, that was dangerous. Omni. Morphling not doing a good job. Okay, so you turn that in, but that's just Aegis. So you're here. Get ready to Eclipse when you need to. Eclipse. There we go. All right. Okay. You find the Batman. Find the Bat and go. Curse Crown will slow you down, though. Doesn't really have Omni Slash. You could probably... I think you... Oh, that raise. Oh, but your Enigma totally saved you. And here comes the BKB on the Night Stalker. And yeah, that BKB should run out soon. The Morphling comes back in. Nice stun there. Enigma made some plays. Yeah. Enigma. Woo. I mean, he had that blink stun, which really saved you. Because you probably would have died to the Requiem. Nonetheless, 26 minutes. Nobody's gotten the free bounty runes. This is free ice cream, man. Free ice cream in 25 minutes. You gotta make sure you get it. Get as much as you can. Good disengage there. Nice gut call. You do have BKB if you want to fight. You don't have Eclipse, though. So, awesome. Morphling, on the other hand, oh my gosh, he's so poor. He's so poor. Like, what is this? Are you a support Morphling? Because it looks like it. Your Titan, on the other hand, with his briefcase, kind of a support. So, all right. Your lineup has turned into a 4 Protect 1. All right, just by the sheer, you know, I mean, obviously Morphling can be a core and everything, but pretty much when you're seeing the lineup and the itemization, the net worth and everything, like you're pretty much the lifeblood of this team. Okay? You need to play it like that, and you need to start sticking together. You have BKB, now is the time. Okay, as you group up and smoke, this is a good call. But you want to be grouped up, you want to get a pick off, and then you want to turn this into towers. You can probably get two sets of towers. 2 towers, not 2 sets. But you need to... Okay, you have Eclipse and you have BKB. What are you waiting for? You're like literally stronger than almost everyone on the map right now. Highest net worth. I mean, the only thing you really need to worry about is the jugs who might be able to spin on out, but... Excuse me, you have Manta, you have ways to kind of keep yourself... the dust. Bramble Maze, you navigate through that. The BKB now's used, but you're not... where's your team? Go! Eclipse! Eclipse! Oh, why are you not eclipsing? Alright. Okay. I feel like you're... Ooh, that was a nice finger. Alright. Yeah, he's gonna turn this. The Shadow Fiend is the most dangerous one on this map. In terms of damage. Oh, nice Yules there. Yeah, he's dead, though. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, you need to be more Like, you're... This is the type where, as an Earthshaker Enigma type, you're looking for that perfect black hole or Echo Slam, right? At some times, you just got, like when you were running away and you had BKB and you're getting very, very low, if you casted Eclipse while you're running, which doesn't have a cast time, and you can do this while you're running, it dissuades people from going on you. And what you did is you held it for so long that the SF, who literally, because if the Eclipse was there, he wouldn't have been able to walk into you and get that, you know, Yule's up on you, right? So I feel like you're too hesitant about using some of your big spells. Sometimes it's okay that, like, you don't have the perfect Eclipse, but if you can secure one kill, dissuade one guy, it's a win for you. You need to think of it like that, right? Where you can't think of it like this is the ultimate, you know, the ultimate that will, you know, make sure that I get all of the kills and, you know, I win the game because I had this amazing Eclipse. It's like, it's not going to happen like that, especially this early. You're not going to win this game now. What you need to do is you need to stop the bleeding because you are losing right now. It's 17k, right? So you need to think of yourself as just burst in it. Get somebody out of it. You know what I mean? You got to get some sort of value. You need to cut into this lead in some way, right? Okay, so now you're up ahead. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? You have 5 of you. One guy's dead. If people are sticking with you, I get it. But why are you running now? This is a perfect opportunity of a 5v4, and you're scared. You have almost all of your ults up. Yeah, Morphling doesn't, but, you know, fuck him, right? But, like, you have everybody. This is a really bad disengage. This was space given to you, and you didn't take it. This is a gift. These are the gifts that you need to ensure that you get the maximum value out of, because... What was that? Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so you got the Willow. Because you don't need to wait for your 6 slot. You get your 6 slot by pushing these towers, and then all of those towers will help your team get better items and fatter, right? So it's like a whole snowball effect where you're making one good decision after another, and then these things will compound into making a game that's easier for you, right? Like having, like now they're pushing ahead and they're looking to 5-man. Like you don't have a T2, like you don't have that equalizer, so to speak. Like this T2 has taken no damage. And that was a simple opportunity where you had everything up front. Also, okay, you have Paladin Sword, okay. Heals galore, man. Okay, so you can fight. I don't know what you're scared of. Go, 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 go. Go, go. Why aren't you eclipsing? You do all this fighting, but you're not eclipsing. Like, what are you waiting for? You didn't even use it. You have an R button, right? Is your keyboard broken? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you BKB, like, look, you have literally 2 spells that you can cast. Okay, you cast your Lucent Beam, your Manta, your BKB, and then Eclipse, and all you do, pray. You know what I mean? Try to get the squishy guys right with your right clicks, but literally just hope the Eclipse is hitting the right ones. But you're not doing that. You're not hitting your, like, I don't know what you're saving Eclipse for. This is like having Black Hole and not using it. Like, what is the point of having an awesome spell if you're never going to use it? Alright. Oh my gosh. And he goes on in. Gets a mega kill streak. Alright. So Enigma is here. He doesn't have Black Hole, but he blinked in on that one. Okay, so you get the Juggernaut. So you got something. Again, you're not really using the Eclipse. Hey, you get the baby Eclipses. They do mini stuns, for the record. But where are you going? What? What? Really? Everybody disengaged. Okay, and you have double D. Double D. Not bra size, but you have, you know what I mean. But yeah, why aren't you, like, you have double D, like, push. Push. Your Lion is dead. Their Juggernaut is dead. Which one is a higher value? Right? Like, this is all space. Why are you back in the jungle? Why are you afraid? This is so bad. Push. You know what I mean? Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. No, no, not that way. Oh, get on your horse. Go the other way. Right? Like, again, gaps, right? making sure that you can push when you have the opportunity. You need to ensure that you do take advantage of what you can. Like, you can't be in the jungle after like 30. You're already 6 slotted. What are you saving up for? Like layaway? Like, I don't know what you're saving up for now, right? You are already literally the strongest hero on this map. Juggernaut died here. You can turn this, and you can get Roshan out of this. Where are you? Where are you? Hang on. Oh, okay, you just died. You didn't PKB? Hang on. What? Sorry, we gotta slow this down. Sorry. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Where are you? You're here. He bashes you. BKB, BKB, BKB. Blah, blah, blah. Hit it. Does a lot of damage. It's fine. And the fear. BKB. And you just get raised. Okay. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. So, this is the one. Obviously, you need to... Your team needs to kind of just protect him. Okay, there's really not much you can do to that one. Okay, so I'll let that one go. But yeah, he's turning into a house. But another reason why, had you pushed this with the DD there, this creep wave would have been completely fixed, right? You need to fix. Look at how bad the creep management is. This is where the creep wave is. This is where the other creep wave is. This is where the... Oh, yeah, where's the other one? Here, right? Which is going to push into probably about here, right? Basically, if all of your lanes are being pushed like that, you can never get outside of this area. Because this is where the creeps meet. I'm drawing on the mini-map in case you didn't know, right? So those are the only types that you can go. You need to fix the lanes by pushing things out. And at the same time, this is why taking those towers when you do have those gaps is super important. Okay, so we're going to turn this. The black hole onto 1. Not ideal, but hopefully you get something. You do. And oh my gosh, yeah. This SF, anytime he sees you, he gets up on you. Right? So, how do you deal with that? Right? Right now, Manta dodging is probably... I mean, it's possible. Now you're eclipsing. You didn't really get anything out of that. Oh, now you're going to go on. BKB. Oh, you're so low. Oh, okay. Your teammate saved you with that sleep. Nice stomp. Okay, and you got the SF. Nice. Okay. You're gonna heal on up. Do you TP back in? You got TP. You got a TP on this one. If they're gonna fight. Oh, okay, doesn't really matter now. But hey, if you see this guy SF constantly doing the same thing where he blinks and then he abyssals onto you, you need to outsmart him, right? You need to. Hang on, let me see what else you get. You got the nice finger on the jugs. Okay, you're gonna get the Veno as well. Good, good, good. You're getting something out of this. So look, you have the illusion cape, illusionist cape, and then you also have your Manta, right? If there's ever a time to micro your stuff, now would be the time. Okay? What you could have done is you could have Manta'd from back here, where he had no vision, used one of those illusions to kind of just play here, just constantly click around with it. Play around with it, attack. Make it look like it's like a real, hero. And then if he blinks and then he, you know what I mean, abyssals onto you, he's completely wasted it. And then you can just run on in BKB and just go after him. Right? But now, look at their entire team is just like a theme of abyssals. Right? They're just kind of, they're able to bash you, just get up on top of you. And this is going to be super difficult for you. You don't have catch. Your team needs the catch. I'm surprised nobody went Atos. Again, it would have really messed with this. Oh, okay. Okay, nice black hole there. Really nice black hole. Okay. We've got 3 kills so far. And the Requiem. And that SF, who's level 30, is doing work. Okay, but he's the type... Oh, the Yules. And he's going to get on out. Force. You're like, haha, we'll just go for these illusions. Oh, I was trapped. Okay. But yeah, this SF is clearly the best player on this team. Okay, good. Yeah. Always have a buddy with you. By the way, this illusion cape, the image duration is 30 seconds. The cooldown on this spell, on this neutral item, is 30 seconds. So for him to find the right one, not always the easiest. Notice that if you didn't have that illusion, he would have known exactly which one you are. Instead, he actually had to hurricane pike it away to try to find that one. Which one is the real one? He did a little bit of damage. He showed himself, right? So if you're playing with this spell or this neutral item you know, the way it's supposed to be played, where there's constantly, you know, diversions, you know what I mean? Like a little bit, you're adding confusion and making him not be able to jump you as easily. Like you had this before when you got jumped a couple other times. So use this willy-nilly again, and just have it so that, and again, you're gonna have to play with your hotkeys, but basically when you create an illusion, you need to make it so that all the heroes are selected when you do that. All your selected units are together, so that you don't accidentally just show which one's the real one by, you know what I mean, not selecting those illusions. But it needs to constantly just stick with you, right? Think of it in the sense of like if an LC was here and he's looking at duel and there's two of them, he's like, which one is he going to go for, right? He's going to overwhelming odds, figure out which one's the real one, and then try to duel you. But that, by the time the overwhelming odds comes out, you have time to BKB or whatever, right? Okay. So that's it with this. Are you on Tinder? What are you doing? You swiping right? Found somebody? You match up? What are you doing? What are you doing, gay? I don't think that you needed to go back into the fountain or into your base. This seems like a little bit of wasted movement. Okay. Yeah, you gotta... I mean, you have the right items, and it will really... Like, I'm not too worried, like... especially in the beginning, maybe treads into whatever, the Morbid Mask. I think that's like the only real thing. But like, I like the items that you've gone. I think they've been on point. They've kept you defensive. You have outs in the sense that you ever get jumped on. So that's fine. I don't think that's your weak point, because some people are really bad at itemization. But yours is your decision making and when to rally the troops and to let people know when you're strong, right? I think that those missed opportunities means that like it's going to be harder for the rest of your team to make things up, because they've only given you so much space, and they've got so many kills, so to speak. And it looks like you're going to go okay. All right, now you're back into your high ground, so to speak. And you have a good lineup for defending high ground like that. Yeah, this SF, you're turning him into a hero. Okay, for the record, these guys, the Enigma and the line should never have been here. Anytime you're close enough, they get jumped on like that. So, yeah, push these things out. Use your illusions. Good. Buy yourself time. But you've got 2 buybacks, and you haven't gotten anything out of it. If they get another 2, this could be a problem. Prioritization. Who's number 1? Who do I need to find before I can take this fight? And it's going to be this dude. SF. Okay. You found him. Awesome. Your team did. You did not. That's fine. Okay. You're 29. You're very close to level 30. That's a pretty big power spike for you. This SF, on the other hand, interesting enough, has cheese, but hasn't really used it. More... Oh, save him. Save him. Oh, God. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so now you're going to use Eclipse. Morphling has to buy back. There is Black Hole. There we go. Catches a nice 2-man. All right, and that's going to be... Oh, and then Night Stalker. The SF is here, but you got to heal through this. You got to go for him. You got to Bissell. Get the SF. That's a dieback. Ah! Oh, my God. He blinks away. He cheeses on up, and he's alive again. All right, okay. Not the end of the world. Actually, a pretty good fight. The fact that, like, you know what I mean? The SF is the only one. Yeah, they do have buyback, by the way. But you need to get something out of this. I don't know why you guys went back in the fountain. What are you guys doing? Hey, you need to know that you have a courier. You don't have to go back to the fountain and get your own stuff, right? You don't need to go to the, you know, again, I made the joke earlier about DHL's headquarters, but you seem to be going back. You're wasting time. Like, that time should be used using the illusionist cape to just push out this wave if you don't want to be there. But what are you trying to do? What are you smoking for, right? You should not be smoking. You should be pushing out the lanes and fixing everything. Like, by the way, don't stick together. Why are you so far back? You probably need to be here. Or high ground here. And you're backing up here. It's turned already 60 minutes here. Okay, so you got the T2 mid. Look, okay. You're in a good spot in the sense of you have a chance, right? This seems like a really rough one. 26k. But you need to find this SF. That is the guy, because he bought back. He doesn't have a whole lot more time. 5 more minutes, I think, on his buyback. Let me just check this real quick. Yeah, 3 minutes. Okay. I'm good with time, especially in the 2x. Oh, but you're now... Okay, now this is the time where it's like, hey, we should have been high ground. We should have been high ground. They had completely grouped up. And obviously that call should have been made a little bit sooner. Once they're 5, you have to understand that they're still stronger than you just because of the net worth lead that they have, right? But they can't go high ground. So when they're up, all 5 of them, that's when everybody retreats, gets back to the high ground, and continues to defend high ground until you win another, you know, maybe you pick off the SF, but you're forcing buybacks at this point. They have 3 buybacks available. Oh, nice BKB. Good. And that's a dieback for him. The morph dies as well. Where's your... Okay, now the Eclipse is used. You're using it so late. You get the jugs? You get something out of this? Oh, you don't. Okay. You need to use Eclipse way sooner. But now you need to push. You need to push. Push, 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 push. Right? These technically, I believe these 3 all have buyback. Let's just check. Jugs, Willow does not. And Night Stalker. Oh, Night Stalker does. Okay. But what are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? 250 attack range. Oh, and knockback. Okay. Alright, but why are you, like... This is wasted time. 2 people are dead. This is the... Okay. You've killed the #1 terrorist. And yet, you're like, oh, we're not going to invade his place. We're going to go... back in the... Like, what? Why are you not taking advantage of this space? You've killed 2 people. This is the whole thing about killing their core. They had no buyback. No die... You know what I mean? Like, he's already used it. And you wasted this opportunity where you should be knocking down Heaven's Door by taking high ground. Right? This is a huge wasted opportunity. Another gap. Oh my gosh, this other Titan. He's fatter than... okay. Yeah, this guy's hitting like a truck. Interesting. And through that all, like, if you had pushed here, gotten high ground, and then once they were respawning, the lane creeps are back here, so they have to fix that. And then you could have gotten this free Roche. And that's the 3rd Roche, which is a super important one. It would have been Ags on you. I'm pretty sure that Ags would have been on you. Maybe Morphling. I mean, you guys would have worked out. But somebody gets a free Ags, Aegis, Cheese, and now you've completely taken your advantage and just thrown it away. Be like, oh, we don't need your handouts. We don't need your unemployment benefits. What we need right now is just to defend high ground again. But they have Aegis, Cheese, Ags. Why would you give that up? Like, this is a big misplay on your team, right? I feel like you're missing a shot caller, right? Somebody he needs to be like, and generally speaking, I think a position 4-5 is a good captain for the first 10-15 minutes, 10-20 minutes, in terms of just getting things off. But once you become online, you know when to fight. You should be making the call. One of the core should be making a call. Excuse me. All right? Because at the so you're gone on here. PKBs are used throughout, but a lot about nothing. Morphling is actually getting low. They get the jugs. First use of the Aegis. Morphling gets forced on back. He's fine. But again, saving Eclipse, like, it's so weird. And I know that we're in, like, super speed mode, but, like, why are you not using your Eclipse? Like, what are you saving for? Like, now you use it. Okay, you're not... Okay, like... Good fight. Good fight. Continue to push. You get the SF? Oh my god. Go. Oh, they just deleted the lion. Yeah. Okay, you're chasing after the guy, but what you should be doing is, like, just fixing the lanes. Push this shit out. You got 60 seconds. You gotta force a buyback. You gotta force it. This is the only way. These are the tiny little, you know, the gaps, so to speak. Alright, forcing buyback. Good. Is he scary? Don't know. But you, again, second buyback. Okay. You get easy set of racks. Good. You got terrorized. Continue to push. Okay, so you got racks out of that. Okay, and you've lost. Dude. Oh my god. Single-handedly. Alright, you going all in now? Oh, so now you've gone BKB. Oh, but you just got destroyed. Your teammate was not there to help tank that Omni. Okay. This is a lesson in late game. And it's difficult because Dota is one of those games where you don't get a lot of opportunities to go late game, right? Again, going back to chess, If you're constantly just playing, you do the 4-turn win. I'm sure you know what that is if you play chess. Then you know how to play the early game. But the thing is that you're not skilled in the mid game or late game because you never get to there, right? And as a chess player, you have to learn how to play in these modes that you're not comfortable with, because those are the types where you will grow as a player. And Dota is the same way, right? Not many games go past 60 minutes, and when you do, you need to ensure that these are the times to practice, right? I don't know if this is a ranked game. Obviously, there's nothing at stake, and it is probably just whatever, 25 MMR. But this is a lesson, right? In terms of how to play the late game, right? Let me just kind of rewind this. Okay. The call here is to push, okay? And I see that. But the thing is that everybody's dead, right? So at this point, and this is a pretty awesome opportunity to learn the lesson, is that if you're looking at the creep wave, your shit is getting pushed in right here. That's a dead Night Stalker, by the way. So this Rax can potentially go at any moment, right? You know that the SF can get in there very quickly, and he does in this case. So you need to fix this lane. Somebody needed to have been. I mean, it could have been not the okay. This Titan screwed you, right? Because it's past 60 minutes. Why are you in the fucking jungle? Right? Ask yourself, what am I doing? What like is this ancient camp going to win me the game? Or if I'm pushing this lane or even cutting the creeps, which is the best case scenario, would that be ultimately helping my goals? Okay? You as Luna should be definitely in the mid lane. I don't think that your decision making is incorrect here. I think that you are correct. I think Enigma probably needed to stick next to you as like a backup bodyguard. But Morphling or somebody else should have been fixing the lanes here, right? Lion is super vulnerable. He's in a bad spot. I understand that this guy's going to probably die to anybody who breathes on him at this point because he's very, very squishy. But the thing is that somebody needed to have fixed this lane. Because of the fact that somebody did not, this is what happens. Right? You think that, and this is more of like a tunnel vision thing, right? The buyback happened. Okay. So it's continue. Elder Titan finally being like, okay, I'm going to defend. I'm going to start sticking with the team. And this, by the way, this guy's not BKB'd. It's bugged right now. So he goes in, kills the lion, who tries to fix it, who just dies because he's paper. Takes Rax here. Like, this play is... This guy knows how to late game. He knows that 4 guys are dead. What are they going to do? So I'm going to cut the creep waves, control the lanes, and I'm going to get megas out of this. Right? Not to say that you can't defend against megas, but it becomes difficult for you to come outside of your base because you have to deal with megas. Now, he's gotten megas, and now you go back. You've tanked up the entire Omni, and that's all she wrote. Right? So, what could have been better? In this situation, hang on, where are you? You're not dead here yet. Let's slow this down. Right? Hang on, where are you? So you're pushing here. You know that they're coming alive. You've just gotten mega'd. You know, you would have gotten the announcement. Right now, when everybody's back with 1 and 9 seconds, in your 4v5, this is the game sense where this guy's motherfucker's TPing into you. Why would he TP in you? Why would he TP onto you? Right? Because you know that he's going to come after you. Right? They want to fight. Right? You see this. This is the time where you needed to have backed. Because taking a fight, you know, you're in high ground, you're in enemy territory, you don't really have much. Because, again, if it's a 5v5 and this guy wanted to he gets damaged, he can just force himself back to the fountain, heal himself, and get back into it. Right? He's next to his respawn. That's why it's so dangerous to go high ground. But your time, and when you're coming through and the initial 2 buybacks happen, you need to be like, oh shit, we need to fix this. We need to get out of here. Because now we're super, you know what I mean, like... And the fact that this guy, Morphling, backed away. Like, you're tanking the entire Omni Slash because your team needed to be right next to you. Tank the Omni Slash, right? Because you're the only one that can keep them alive. SF is going to pick off anybody that tries to run, and this is all she wrote. That's the game. Okay? So, yeah, it seems bad. 16 deaths. This 40k seems almost insurmountable, But the thing is that the small decision making that you do would have actually won you that game. I know it seems crazy, but you actually can come back. This Dota game, the comeback mechanics lets you win, but you have to make the right decisions. You have to fix the lanes. You have to make sure that like none of these lanes are pushing in on you. The backdoor protection is super important. You have to understand that. Now it's just now you have no chance, right? You don't have the heroes, 3v5, the ancient is exposed. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, as I say that, you get 3 kills here. Did they overstep their boundaries? Yeah. They do. The SF is still around. Picking off both the Titan and the Enigma. Do you get this? Oh my god, please get this. Please get this. Lose and beam him. Don't let this motherfucker run. Okay, okay. But he does have dieback. Or buyback. But now you got megas. This is why you needed to have protected yourself from megas. You're gonna heal through this. You're taking a lot of damage. Okay, okay, okay. Got a chance. Got a chance. Oh shit. Now is the time. Illusion this motherfucker up. Manta. Use your illusions to push the top lane. You push yourself. You gotta push mid. You gotta go mid. Fastest way. Like your team can be in the back. The Lion, Enigma, Morphling should just be defending the base. You should be pushing mid. But you need to use your Manta more. Why are you saving your Manta? Right? Let the illusions work for you. Mind you, you don't have buyback. And the respawns are happening, so I think that your window is closing. Oh my gosh. Okay, go. Oh my god. Oh, the Hex, nice Hex. Lucid Beam. Oh, okay, Lincoln. Nice. As I say nice, you get going on. The Omni Slash gets eaten up again. Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. I mean, your team really didn't have like a halberd, you know what I mean? Like, you need some ways to kind of lock this guy down. Juggernaut, like, he did not carry this game. He will carry this game because of the amount of space that the S have done. But your team did not itemize properly. Like, a Glimmer, all of these things would have saved you. Like, look at this Lion, man. Like, sometimes, some of these dudes need to be like, hey, we need to sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. Right? Some of us need the Forest, Glimmers, ways to get out of Omni. But yeah, I don't see you coming back out of this. I'm just going to fast forward. I think that is all she wrote here. And the Requiem will just kind of secure that. And that's GG. Well played. That's a good game. Mind you, I'm not a huge fan of games that go longer than an hour. Just because they take a lot longer, obviously. But there's actually a lot to learn in terms of the late game in this one. I think this is a super good game. To kind of learning how to control the creeps. How to make sure that you're in the right spot at the right time. When to push. Okay? Sometimes you don't know when you're strong enough. And I think that just comes with like a better feel of the game. Making sure that your team is on board. Anytime you make a kill, you look at their countdown. Okay? See how much longer they have till they respawn. I mean, if they buy back, all great. Everybody run. That's fine. I get it. But you're forcing those kinds of things where they're spending money on buying back as opposed to buying items. So you need to get that feel. You need to understand when to push. I think that is your biggest weakness, and that will go a long way for you. If you enjoy that, please give a like and subscribe on my YouTube. And follow me on Twitch. I'm Holler TV. Find me there. Thanks you so much, and I'll get you guys next time.